folks, Joseph Kursky here with you. Let's chat about using the Raster calculator in ArcGIS Pro. It is straightforward to perform analysis on grid raster data in ArcGIS Pro. Let's say you want to site a fire tower and need certain elevations from a DEM that will meet your criteria for the fire observation tower. You will not be able to use select by attributes here because your DEM is a raster, not a vector data set. Therefore, it does not have an attribute table. Therefore, you will use another method to select the raster pixels that meet the criteria, which is equivalent to the select by attribute method for vector data. This is called the Raster calculator, Now you are ready to select your elevations. Analysis, Tools, Raster calculator. Use the Raster calculator to select areas that meet the elevation criteria for your fire towers. Note subtle differences that could affect your results, such as noting that the function greater than is different than greater than or equal to. Thus, syntax matters. Save your raster layer with a suitable name such as elevation OK 30 meters for elevations OK. Note that the expression should include curved parens around it. Avoid using spaces in raster file names and also make them short, less than 11 characters. NED 30M 1096 clip greater than or equal to 380 could be an expression because your raster needs to have elevations that are greater than 380 meters in height. It needs to be high ground. What value do the new pixels have if they evaluate to true? The answer is they have a value of 1. Change your symbology now so that pixels not meeting the elevation criteria have no color. Now you can more easily visualize all areas of higher 380 meters and above elevation. Next, open your attribute table for your new layer and examine it. Creating a slope in ArcGIS Pro is also pretty straightforward. On a DEM, use the Slope or Spatial Analysis tool, not the 3D Analyst tool. Slope Spatial Analysis tool to create a slope raster layer. Make sure your input data is a DEM in meters and that the resulting slope layer will be in degrees, not percent. Note subtle differences, once again, depending on scale and resolution that could result by paying attention to the method, planar, flat earth versus geodesic, or spherical earth. All these things they affect your final analysis. For this study, leave it at planar since we are working with large-scale data, much detail but covering a small amount of the earth. But make sure your z-factor is 1 so your slopes are accurate. Use the z-factor of 1 because your DEM, or z-values, are in meters and your xy units are also in meters, the 30-meter DEM. Okay, go ahead and save your project. Go to Slope, Properties, Source, and Statistics to see the range of slopes in your data. The range here is from 0 to just over 20. The raster calculator can also be used to combine and analyze data across different layers. It's very powerful that way. For example, first use the raster calculator to select cells in a slope raster grid that are less than 5 degrees slope. Name this new layer as something like slope under 5 or slope 5 under 30 meters and save in your geodatabase. Now, after examining your new slope 5 under layer, examine your map and its attribute table. Next, use Raster Calculator to create a raster layer that meets both the elevation and the slope criteria. Use parens for best results as shown, just to be safe. Name your new layer something like elevation OK, slope OK, 30 meters. So then your expression would be slope 5 under 30 meters evaluates to 1 and elevation OK 30 meters evaluates to 1. So it's saying where is the elevation okay and where's the slope okay. This new layer will show cells with a value of 1 that meets both criteria. In other words, slope is less than 5 degrees and there's a high elevation. There will be high and flat. So therefore, the raster calculator is logical, it's easy to use, and it's powerful. It encourages you to think spatially. It encourages you to use GIS tools to think about expression building and raster versus vector data, and so much more. Thanks.